The date is October 30th, 2024, and the Pokemon Company has just released Pokemon TCG Pocket. The Pokemon trading card game is arguably in the worst state it's been in a while, and the sets that have been releasing haven't had the greatest cards. When all might have seemed lost though, the Pokemon Company yet again found the perfect storm to breathe new life into the market. It was the holiday season, a game just came out that gave people free packs to open with some insane new artworks, and all the while, 2 modern sets were releasing that had some of the greatest chase cards of the modern era. This is the story of how Pokemon TCG Pocket completely revived a dying Pokemon card market. I cannot stop playing Pokemon TCG Pocket, by the way. I'm completely serious right now. Pocket has replaced every single game on my phone that I used to play, and my weeks have been spent with me trying to find time to win a 45-win challenge or spam open packs hoping to pull a god pack. The battles in this game are addicting, and the art on some of these cards is so well designed that it keeps you wanting to open packs not only for the in-game advantage that some of these cards give you in battle, but also for the beauty of how great some of these cards look. By finding a perfect mix between being a pack opening simulator and having a fun new battle system, Pocket offers a great versus mode with special abilities, unique supporter cards, and newly added tool cards, as well as vibrant artworks that appeal to almost every aspect of the physical TCG. The game being free to play too gives people such an easy entry point to the TCG, and it's allowed for an easy gacha format that has gotten people easily addicted and re-addicted to opening up Pokemon cards and battling in a more concise and easy to pick up way. So not only has the Pokemon Company found the perfect strategy for making a fun and addicting game, they also found the perfect strategy for bringing back people into the physical TCG scene. Because Pocket keeps you wanting to open more and more free packs, trying to hit that ideal chase card you've been looking for, it has made people want to go back to that childhood nostalgia of ripping packs just like you were back in elementary school. During release week, Pocket raked in $12 million in sales during its first 4 days, and over 30 million downloads during its first 7. The market for Pokemon is still vibrant. The barrier for entry just needed to be lowered past $5 packs to be more accessible for everyone, and luckily enough, Pocket did just that. In return, sets like Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions have been nearly impossible to find for MSRP, and the market price for almost anything Pokemon related has gone up since October 30th, as people fell back into that one to open up more and more things Pokemon. On average, Pokemon TCG prices have skyrocketed, with card prices increasing by 42% and sealed product prices increasing by 27%. This even got to a point where the Pokemon Company had to put out a statement saying they were going to run mass reprints for sets like Prismatic Evolutions to meet the demand of the current market. Scenes at places like Costco have also been a mess, as the Blooming Waters collection for 151 has led people to practically fight each other over a pallet of cards with the hope of a 3x return on their quote-unquote investment. We won't know the exact number of how much of the physical TCG was printed and sold in 2024 until next month, when the Pokemon Company releases their annual numbers, but from just looking at the demand standpoint, and with how many people are playing Pocket, it would be fair to say that the impact of the digital market has without a doubt had an effect on the physical market. Numbers don't just go up for no reason, and this increased demand isn't just from 2 new sets releasing. Something, like Pokemon TCG Pocket, has led to this greater want for modern Pokemon cards. With that being said though, I know that Pocket isn't the sole proprietor of this movement, however, its impact can't be entirely disregarded. Sure, Prismatic Evolutions probably has some of the best evolution artwork we've seen in a while, and from a set like Evolving Skies, we know that the general market loves evolution artwork. But even with both of those factors, the Pokemon TCG would not be as talked about as it has been these past 3 to 4 months hadn't it been for Pocket. With over 60 million players as of December 12th, and with over $500 million in sales in just 100 days, there is clearly a greater demand for everything Pokemon card related right now, large in part thanks to Pocket. TCG Player shows 2 great examples of this. Taking a look at a random card like this Celebrations Pikachu, the graph has shot up almost 100%, going from just another random 50-cent card to hitting its peak at just over $1. I know, crazy stuff, right? This Charizard card as well from Lost Origins has gone up almost 200% to now be a $15 card, moving from just $5. Demand for already released cards has gone up at almost every scale, and while print numbers for modern sets still might be unknown, that's not necessarily the factor to look at when taking into account a greater spike in demand within a market. Going back to aspects of Pocket that I think work really well, and to give more reasons as to why I think this game has helped the physical TCG so much, I want to take a greater look into the battle section of Pocket. While collecting is clearly a large part of what has made this game succeed thus far, having a tangible use for these cards is something that Pocket uses to keep user retention relatively high. If Pocket was used just as a way to open packs, the game would have significantly less appeal, so adding a simplified mechanic with something like battling not only brings people into a part of the physical TCG that once seemed too complicated to join into, but also adds more to do within the actual game. The battling scene has always been one of the more complex aspects of the Pokemon TCG. Whereas something like Magic the Gathering is directly targeted towards being an actual card game, the Pokemon TCG, at least within the last 5 to 10 years, has been more focused on the collection aspect as its main selling point. Without 100% want to learn more about the actual battling mechanics though, that area of the TCG has always been locked behind hour-long games and 60 card decks that are hard to manage and reasonably get into. Cutting that down to 20 cards though and giving a consistent energy pool has made battling easier than ever, and making a meta deck no longer requires long planning to be at the top of your game. After maybe 20 to 30 packs, many viable decks are already ready to be crafted in Pocket, and you can jump right into playing other people and reliably winning, as long as their Celebi doesn't have 30 grass energy attached to it. Consistent updating and features like battle challenges and wonder pick events, albeit very basic and not overly exciting, have, at the very least, made me want to log into the app daily to make sure that I'm getting all the free cosmetic rewards and pack rewards that I can. With this, and with the consistent community feedback it looks like they're taking, the Pokemon Company and everyone working on this game has made something special that can completely exist on its own while still driving sales and market expectations for everything Pokemon. This does kind of suck for people who just want to open a pack of Prismatic Evolutions at MSRP though, or maybe just grab one box of Blooming Waters from Costco. However, it's exciting to see all of these people get excited for Pokemon again. It's always good to see new people join into a hobby, and even if there are a few bad apples trying to make a quick buck off of it, they're sure to not succeed in the long run, and over the next month or so as the Pokemon Company comes back to terms with the fact that demand is at the highest it's ever been, expect to see shelves fully stocked and people ripping tons of packs again. There's so much promise with Pokemon TCG Pocket, and let's hope this game continues to improve upon itself, as I can't wait to see where the Pokemon Company takes Pocket over the next year.